Hey there from Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. If you're going this year and you want some tips and tricks, or you just want to see what happens, tonight I'm going through all 8 houses, but not showing too many spoilers, only about 10 to 15 seconds of each, because I want you to see what the vibe is, but not necessarily show you the whole thing, and to show you which ones absolutely should not be missed this year, and so many more tips you cannot miss. Let's go! But first, a warning. This video contains horror imagery, flashing lights, loud noises, and disturbing scenes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings from Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. What's up? I'm David Vaughn, your buddy who's obsessed with theme parks. And today we're going to check out all of the screams in the 8 haunted houses at Universal Studios Hollywood this year. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna expect? I don't know. I wanna see which houses are gonna be the scariest. I can tell you what that's about. Plus a strategy for visiting tonight. We got so much going on. Let's check it out.
Oh man, there's a lot of people here.
Monstruos 3, the ghosts of Latin America.
Woo! It's begun!
All right, so my first tip of the night is get here early. The crowds pour in, especially right as the event starts. And this is when you have the shortest wait times for the haunted houses. And before I show you the houses you absolutely got to check out, the second tip that you need to know is Art the Clown might be hanging around literally anywhere. Like, watch this. You'll normally see some sort of crowd and maybe his just creepy appearance. Art will show up anywhere. I think he can literally go anywhere that he wants during this night. So if you see a crowd just taking a picture, you might see Art. If you're not familiar with Art, he's from a really messed up movie called Terrifier. And just to be known, I warned you that this movie is super messed up before you decide to go watch it. But Art's kind of endearing. I shouldn't have admitted that. Third tip, if you want to get the Harikuma merch, which is the exclusive bear from Universal Studios Japan's Halloween Horror Nights, it's going to be inside this Illumination store. And I don't know why it's here, but it is. My understanding is a lot of stuff might sell out. So if you think it's really fun, this is the stuff to check out. Molly found it. What'd you get?
The keychain, it's so cute.
Oh, I love it. I love his little face. And he's got his eyes all popped out of the socket. It's adorable. So the keychains are $25. The headbands are $30. Look at that little zombie. Now we do have like a Spirit jersey type moment here happening. Check that out. That's what's on the back, and that is $85. And then the popcorn bucket, which is $39. I don't know if this stuff's gonna sell out, but it very well could. So just a heads up. If you're curious about the popcorn bucket, it just opens with that little hatch in the back there, and that's where you put the popcorn in. And it does come with a refill of popcorn. I kind of want this hat though. Look at it. It's not a snapback. You all know I rule with snapbacks only for the most part, but I kind of love it. I think it would look really cute on you, right? And that is $35 for that one. Okay, I'm defying my own snapback only policy, and I am getting it because you guys, come on. I gotta have this, right? It's so fun. All right, everybody's spoken, and we're gonna do Fallout first, which in Orlando was not my favorite house. So we'll see how this one measures up. Maybe it'll be a good one to start off with, but it's in the upper lot. We'll see what this is like. I love the show. Having done the one in Orlando, not that I'm trying to make this a comparison video, but I was really worried because that one wasn't as good. You ought to do that one. That was so fun. Jump scares galore. All right, next up is Monstruos 3, The Ghost of Latin America. Let's check this out. The third version of this one. At first I was like, is this gonna be scary? And I was like, I don't know. And then it got so good with all those effects. And then they use the effects to actually freak people out. So that's a double win for me. I don't know, that one scores pretty high. Those are two really pretty strong houses.
Now, at Universal Studios Hollywood, there are two different lots, an upper lot and a lower lot, and I cannot think of the last time that I was at Halloween Horror Nights and didn't give advice to everyone to start on the lower lot. But here we are, starting on the upper lot, because really there are some in-demand houses on both lots. So if you're trying to strategize, should I start in the upper lot or the lower lot? I don't think that's going to matter in the end, but we're gonna answer that before this video is finished.
All right, we're heading down to the lower lot, looking festive, and I see my crow child. I love him. So they just kind of walk around this area. They're back this year. And I think you can also see their baby, so that's pretty fun. Oh, you can hear them too. Murder of crows. I found the baby. Look how precious it is. Hi, baby. So precious. Look at the little worm thing. Oh, and it's eggs. Whoa. God. Oh. So also the new Fast and Furious ride doesn't open for like a while, but right next to the beautiful crow people, the bathroom's already open in there, so you could check it out. I just went in there. It was pretty cool. The sinks are really cool. The sinks are the one thing that stand out. You can also kind of see inside. Look. What? The theming is here, guys. I was just here. I feel like I didn't see this. So that's supposed to open, like, I think early 2026. All right, here we are heading down to the lower lot. I'm good to see some houses down here. Now I will say, if you did get the early entry, I would start with the lower lot houses. So those tend to be really popular, but Terrifier looks like it's the one that's got the longest lines. So that actually might be the one that I'm kind of recommending to people. All right, so if you've been wondering about Express Pass, behind me is a big chunk of the line on opening night. Express Pass is sold out tonight. So here's another example of what the line could look like if you don't get Express. Just saying. All right, we're on the lower lot, and we're gonna go check out the Wyatt 6. This is the WWE house. I think it has some promise. You know, maybe we'll get like a bunch of jump scares, and I think that they're gonna creep us out. And I hope that they really do some fan service with this one of these sets. And then I told everybody we immediately have to go to the Jason house after. Wait a second, there's literally like a slash on stilts here. Look at that. What? That's awesome. I love that.
All right, so we have Wyatt 6.
I don't know. Maybe it was the characters. It just didn't seem that scary to me. Like, I was kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it was just like kind of cool, more cool than scary, but even then I didn't really think it was that cool. It wasn't for me. Ooh, we get to go through the Jurassic Play area. I never see this down here. Look at that. Okay, I did it. I convinced everybody to do Jason Universe next. So I heard good things about this one. Maybe I should lower my expectations, but this is nuts. The regular wait time is 90 minutes. The express is 20. We got express tonight, so we'll see how long it actually is. This one is Friday the 13th. However, it's really like all of the Jason movies. Well, not all of them, but many of them combined. I want to say it's the first 8 of them or so. So we'll see how they mash this one up for this one. But I also heard that they handmade individual masks for this one, just to kind of give you like an extra feeling that all of these are coming from different times.
I tried to tell the others. They didn't listen to me. You're doomed if you stay here. Doomed!
That was definitely the scariest one. The jumps, the gore. Oh my God. And I think the scare actors were insanely tall, like 6'10". Like, all right, we are heading into Five Nights at Freddy's. And this one looks really cool. Like, the animatronics were built by Jim Henson's Creature Shop. So we'll see. This might be, I don't want to jinx it. It might be pretty cool though. So in my list of houses I thought were going to be the best this year, I did rank Five Nights first. So it's kind of got like a lot of expectations from me personally. And Molly, do you think this is going to be one of your favorites?
I think it'll be really cool, but I don't think it'll be scary.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
could see that. Like
Yeah.
the PG-13 house of the
Yeah,
year.
there's always
Okay.
a fun house, and I
Fair.
feel like it's gonna be that one.
Fair. Well, we'll see. Someone's excited. Whoa, okay, I kind of get it why. Oh, the drama looks so good. Okay, so honestly, like I thought the animatronics were so cool. It looks super good. I didn't expect to be like jump scary as much because I kind of figured like if they're trying to make it like the movie, trying to make it like a game, then it's going to be mostly about like the robots and stuff like that. And that part was super cool. Like especially at the end, I do think that for the fans, it's going to be really cool building up some of those scenes. I'm a fan. I did like that part. But yeah, could have been a little tiny bit scared, or even make some even more elaborate sets. So I don't know where this is going to land on my list. I had a great time in that house and definitely would do it again. I just don't know that it's like the one I'm going to be raving about for like years to come. Right, next up, we're heading down to actually Scarecrow with music by Slash. So we've seen some other Scarecrow sort of like haunting ones that Universal's done before, but this time they're gonna do a little twist on it, incorporating some of Slash's music. We've seen Slash's music in other houses before, so we'll see how this comes out together and if this one is truly, you know, a freaky one, and maybe the soundtrack will kind of add a little edge. Wasn't expecting the Scarecrow house to be the best one. Was definitely the best one. And the lowest weight too, that was so good. I like literally freaked out, and then there was parts where like, I guess I walked ahead of everybody because I was literally just like alone, and like there were all these like light slats and it was like creepy, and then I got like a quadruple scare, I'm pretty sure. I need to add up the numbers, but I think it was like quadruple scare. Okay, another thing to consider is that if you have a higher ticket like an RIP, or you're a platinum annual pass holder, or you just have some type of early entry with your admission, then you can go to Super Nintendo World. And that is only open till 10 p.m. though, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, they close it and you won't be able to get in. So if you are getting express and you're like, I want to go on Bowser's Challenge, that won't be part of it unless you have a higher ticket. So just something to think about. Okay, so another important thing to note is that the Tram, which is the tram tour that takes you through like a Blumhouse type of experience on the lot, it closes early. So just a heads up, that one will close at 11:15 unless they change it per night, could vary, but yeah, 11:15 p.m. So make sure if you want to check that out that you get on there earlier. So that's what we're gonna do because we're getting close to it. We're gonna head up there right now just so we don't miss it. And you know, sometimes these things could be cut off depending if they're like super busy. And here we go, going down to the lower lot. Well, kind of the lower lot, the other lower lot. What is this? The medium lot? The middle lot? So this one is for the Terror Tram. 15 years of Blumhouse.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
Wow, okay. I guess people aren't as hyped, but here we go.
You know what?
Your final goodbyes. Make sure you're standing on a numbered star on the ground.
Favorite franchises like The Purge,
I found a picture, but I can't.
Megan.
I guess that's me. We'll be underway in just a second. But before we depart, I need to go over some rules for your safety and comfort. Did you know 30% of accidental amputations can be attributed to people sticking their arms out of moving vehicles? Any small children with you tonight? I really have to question your parenting choices. You know, it's fun. Miss me? Bitch is back.
That was cool. Oh, I can't see.
You want to see a magic trick?
So far that was really good. Like that, I love the setup for that. The Insidious stuff was super cool. That was creepy. There's also a photo op with Megan here in front of this like bloody Hollywood sign. I like to add another photo op. There is also the Norman Bates one you can do in front of his house. It's looking extra creepy today. It's per usual. Okay, that was hands down the best Terror Tram that I think I've done. And I've done many, many over the years. But that was my favorite. It was actually scary. The theming, the Insidious part was absolutely my favorite. If you're going, I couldn't recommend going on the Terror Tram enough. Don't miss that. That was so cool and well done. Okay, here we go. What's next? We got a couple houses left. There are 2 more houses to check out. I'm really excited. It's Poltergeist and Terrifier. I think we're gonna do Poltergeist first, and then we're gonna do Terrifier. I always like that they put these houses like all the way back here. Like it's kind of a space you never really get to see, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of cool. another art sighting. We're really having to walk back here. This is like far. We're doing it. So precious. Ashley, you have not seen Terrifier?
I
Do you
tried.
think you're going to? Do you think
No,
you're going to?
I'm not in. I like art. I don't like gore against women. That's not my vibe. But art is cute, and I don't need to see the movies. I just want to love him from afar. Whatever.
Oh, we're gonna do Poltergeist first. So it's 180 minutes for this, but if you have the express, 20 is the estimated. Here's what I've said the entire time about the Poltergeist house. If they have a fully auto animatronic figure of Zelda Rubinstein in the house telling Carol Ann to go into the light, this house will automatically be 10 out of 10 no matter what else happens in it. So we'll see if there's any sort of thing, and I will probably call out to Zelda. Molly, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most likely and 1 or 0 being not at all, how much of a chance do you think we have that they're going to have an auto animatronics of Zelda Rubinstein telling Carol
Oh my
Ann to
gosh,
go
she's
into
my
the
favorite
light?
character. I'm gonna root for a 10 because I want it to be.
Me too.
I'm manifesting it into existence.
All I'll say is if this exists, the house, sorry, 10 out of 10.
Tangina's my favorite. She's the best character.
And then the other thing is, if they don't have a fully auto animatronics figure,
Now I'm upset.
I think that even a very lookalike actress
Yeah.
who
Looks like her?
looks just like her,
Okay.
sounds just like her,
We need it.
and there's like some type of light effect, and Carol Ann.
Yeah.
We watched Carol Ann fight and Zelda
Yeah.
guide her.
We need her.
What? Okay, so that house was pretty cool. Like, I think the sets were really, really well done. And then I got like, I think I jumped like 9 or 10 times. And there's this part with like the corpses where you walk through and they're all like inside caskets. That was insane because you literally cannot tell which one is going to come out at you. And all I'll say is, you really can't tell. And they surprised you. They got like up in it. Even that skull thing freaked me out. That was cool. Last house of the night is gonna be Terrifier. Art the Clown, we've seen him a bunch. He's so much fun, but he's twisted. And whatever he's come up with this house, I don't know if we're ready for it, but we'll see. Poltergeist is pretty cool. I'm putting it pretty high up on my list, so even Terrifier kind of has some competition tonight. Ew, it's dripping on me like something's dripping. Moist. No, 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 no. I don't know if I have words. I don't know if I'm okay. I don't know if that was the best house or just cross a line. That was the most disturbing haunted house I've ever been inside, by far, hands down. It wasn't even just gore. It was like beyond. It was 4-dimensionally disgusting, absurd, weirdly charming, but mostly disgusting. No. Hi, Art. Oh my god.
Now, which houses can you absolutely not miss this year? If you saw my other video before this event even started, I did a prediction of which houses I thought would perform the best, and I went through all of the big names and production value. I thought about Five Nights at Freddy's coming on top with its animatronics and sets, followed by Terrifier, which had just so much potential for twisted scares. I slotted Fallout high because I expected an army of creatures, and Wyatt 6 felt like it would be a fan service favorite. Jason Universe, Monstruos, Scarecrow, and Poltergeist rounded out the bottom, not because I wasn't excited, but because I thought they might be more straightforward and maybe less impactful, and that was my prediction. But the actual rankings told a very different story. So let's break it down from bottom to the top, which houses I recommend that you absolutely do, and maybe a couple that you might skip if you just don't have the time, maybe other things you want to do, or maybe even houses you want to repeat. Starting off, the lowest on my list ended up being Wyatt 6. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike it. I don't think that any of the houses this year were bad. Actually, all of them were pretty outstanding, but compared to others, this one just kind of fell flat. The bayou scene was beautiful and eerie, but the creatures themselves didn't really land the scares. I don't know. They just didn't feel menacing enough. And when stacked against everything else, it was really the only house that I walked out thinking, okay, that maybe could have been more. Next up is Fallout. The house really impressed me with its sets and production value. I loved seeing the show brought to life in this way, and there were definitely some good scares throughout. But when compared to everything else, it just didn't stick with me the same way. I wasn't dying to run back like I was with some of the other houses. And still, for fans of the show like me, it's a must-see and a really cool interpretation. In sixth place, I can't believe this, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. I was shocked that this one ranked so low for me because I still loved it. The animatronics look amazing and the environments really nail the atmosphere of Freddy's, and the fan service is strong. The only thing holding it back is it's not really like particularly scary. I think that they could have pushed the tension more and maybe feel like you were trapped in Freddy's after hours. I guess you did, but like I just really want it to be a bit more atmospheric in some ways. I don't know. I feel like they could have just leveled it up a bit more and still a really fun experience, just not as scary. In fifth, I put Monstruos 3. The series has always been a standout and the sets here are great. There are some genuinely creepy moments, but the scares didn't hit as hard as they could have. It's a solid house that has potential to rank even higher, but the consistency just wasn't, I think it just wasn't there overall for me. Fourth goes to Jason Universe, and wow, this house was so much better than I expected. The massive Jason actors tower over you and recreated some of the scenes from the films that all came together like in a way that feels like really huge and cinematic, honestly. And it was very terrifying in the best ways. It shot way higher in my rankings than I thought it would. But here we are in the top 3. Oh, this one was hard, but we got to rank Terrifier in third place. Why? Honestly, it was one of the most disturbing haunted houses I've ever been through. Art the Clown was everywhere. The gore was relentless, and the infamous splashing blood moments was just disgusting and shocking in a way that totally fit the source material. I loved it even though I had to censor a lot of what I saw. It was a sad extreme. Honestly, I thought about it. I had to do it. I literally could not show that on my channel. For horror fans who want something truly twisted, this is the one. In second, I ranked Poltergeist. This house was firing off all cylinders, incredible sets, huge scares, and the nostalgia factor was off the charts. It's one of those houses I immediately want to go in again as soon as I stepped out, and the way they recreated the iconic moments from the movie was spot on. Plus, I was terrified. There were parts of this I was literally screaming terrified. It was awesome. And maybe it should have been number 1, but I had to pick one and I picked Scarecrow. This house blew me away. It was dark and intense. The sets were so cool. It felt like stepping straight into a nightmarish corn maze. The tunnels, the tight spaces, and the sheer amount of scares really kept me on the edge the entire time. I left feeling super overwhelmed, but in a really fun way. And Slash's music pumping throughout, the whole experience like really was elevated by it. It was a really good choice. For me, it checked every single box: atmosphere, set design, and relentless fear. Scarecrow coming out on top. And the best part is, that's not even one of the ones that had the longest wait. So you might be able to do that one again and again. If you have any questions about Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer. And if this video was fun and helpful, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It does help me out. Also, if you want me to post the full version with the longer parts of the haunted house so you can see more of the houses, let me know, because I could do that. For more theme park fun, hit the subscribe button. I'm David Vaughn. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time.